Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read S3 3168, apartment number 3, Ezra Jack Keats. The rain fell steadily. It beat against the windows, softening the sounds of the city. As Sam gazed out, he heard someone in the building playing a harmonica. It filled him with sad and lonely feelings, like the rain outside. He had heard that music before. Each time it was different. Who is that playing? Sam wondered. Sam went into the hall and listened. No music. His little brother, Ben, tagged along. Sam listened at the door across the hall. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crackle, crunch. Someone or something turned the knob. Out came Mr. Munch, crunching a mouthful of potato chips. They waited until he was gone. There was one door left on the floor. Through it came smells of cigarettes and cooking. A family was arguing, but no music. They walked down to the floor below. A dog was barking, real mean, in apartment number 9. Next door, a mother sang softly to her crying baby. At apartment number 7, not a sound. Down another flight, the whole light was broken. At apartment number 6, there was a ball game on TV. It sounded like a million people were in there cheering. Apartment number 5. Loud, juicy snoring. Ben bumped into an old, worn-out mattress. There's no rushers enjoying his new one, Sam said. Apartment number 4, more yelling. Finally, the ground floor. The door of apartment number 1 opened. The super, Sam whispered, hid under the stair. The super grumbled to himself as he left the building and slammed the door. The guy hates everyone, said Ben. Apartment number 3 was quiet, just a container of milk outside the door. They stopped in front of apartment number 2, Betsy's door. Sam thought, maybe he should come out and I'll say hello to her. He decided to hang around. Let's rest a little, he said. They sat on the steps, but no Betsy and no music. Come on, let's go home, said Ben. As they turned to go upstairs, Sam noticed that the container of milk was gone. He went over to take a good look. The door was open a little. He peeked in. Well, a sharp voice startled Sam. With what? We didn't take the milk, he blurted. But the man was shouting, okay, nosy, have a good look. Sam couldn't make out a figure at a table. It was the blind man's apartment. Come on in, you two. What's the matter, scared? They were so scared they went in. There's a milk, Sam shouted. We didn't take it. Who said you did? Snapped the man. I brought it in myself. Stop shaking, kid. Shut the door and sit down. Sam shut the door and sat down. How'd you know we were kids? Asked Ben. I know about you boys. You live upstairs, said the man. I know something else about you, Sam. What? You like the little girl across the hall, the way you slow down when you pass the door, the real nice way you say, hi, Betsy, and she says, hi, Sam. Ben giggled. Sam jumped up. Who's nosy now? He yelled. I know about you, too. You sit around here, finding out other people's secret. The man's face took on a faraway look. I know plenty, young fella. I know when it rains, when it snows, what people are cooking and what they think they are fighting about. Secrets, you want to hear some secrets? Listen. He stood up suddenly, raised his harmonica to his mouth and began to play. He played the purples and grays and rain and smoke and the sounds of night. Sam sat quietly and listened. He felt that all the sights and sounds and colors from outside had come into the room and were floating around. He floated with them. Ben's eyes were closed and he was smiling. After a while, Sam turned to the man and said, would you like to take a walk with us tomorrow? The music became so soft and quiet they could barely hear it. Then the dark room filled with wild, noisy, happy music. It bounced from wall to wall. Sam and Ben looked at each other. They couldn't wait for tomorrow. The end. Mysterious music.